Welcome, fight fanatics. Today, we got a jam-packed episode covering some of the wildest stories in MMA right now. From a shocking UFC betting scandal that's rocked the sport, to Tom Aspinall calling out Jon Jones, and even Sean Strickland's unexpected love for Popeye's chicken. We're breaking it all down. Stick around because you won't want to miss the drama, the controversy, and the latest update from the fight world. Topuria lashes out at Oliveira. The tension between Ilia Topuria and Charles Oliveira is also on the rise. During a press conference in Spain, Topuria made some harsh comments about Oliveira, igniting a war of words between the two. Oliveira, a seasoned veteran of the UFC, didn't take the disrespect lightly. In an interview with AG Fight, Oliveira fired back, stating that he has been in the UFC for 15 years and has always maintained respect for his fellow fighters. He emphasized that the lightweight division is one of the toughest in the UFC and that Topuria should approach it with more humility. Oliveira reminded everyone of his own accomplishments, having battled through the ranks to reach the top. He warned Topuria that many dangerous contenders in the division deserve respect and that rushing into the division with arrogance could backfire. Whether this back and forth will lead to a fight between the two remains to be seen, but Oliveira has made it clear that he won't tolerate disrespect from the young challenger. Makhachev shocks fans. Islam Makhachev, the reigning UFC lightweight champion, recently surprised fans by showcasing his gymnastic skills. A video surfaced of Makhachev performing impressive flips and maneuvers, proving that his athletic abilities go beyond MMA. The footage sparked discussions among fans about the benefits of gymnastics for fighters, particularly in terms of balance, flexibility, and core strength. Makhachev's commitment to evolving as an athlete is one of the reasons he remains dominant in the lightweight division. His ability to blend wrestling, striking, and now gymnastics makes him a well-rounded fighter and a nightmare for anyone looking to take his title. Kamaru Usman recently shared an interesting story about his sparring sessions with Michael Johnson, revealing that Johnson is the only fighter who has ever dropped him in training. The footage released by Kill Cliff FC coach Henry Hooft showcased their intense sparring sessions. Usman recalled the moment, emphasizing how rare it is for him to be knocked down, even in practice. He credited Johnson's speed and power for the moment, highlighting how underrated Johnson is as a fighter. This revelation adds another layer of respect to Johnson's skill set, as Usman has faced some of the toughest strikers in the world and has rarely been in trouble. This insight into Usman's training history provides a glimpse into the high-level sparring sessions that prepare fighters for elite competition. Usman also addressed his path back to title contention, naming Sean Brady, Shavkat Rakhmonov, and Joaquin Buckley as potential opponents who could earn him another shot at the championship. On his Pound for Pound podcast, Usman broke down his thought process, stating that fighting Brady would make the most sense in terms of rankings. He noted that Brady recently defeated a former champion, making him a legitimate contender. Usman also mentioned that if Brady were to defeat him, it would be hard to deny him a title shot. However, Usman is confident that he would win that matchup, re-establishing himself as a top contender. With the welterweight division stacked with talent, Usman's next opponent will play a crucial role in shaping the title picture. In a lighter moment, Sean Strickland recently had his first taste of Popeye's fried chicken, and his reaction was pure gold. Strickland, known for his unfiltered personality, documented the experience in a humorous way. He admitted that, as a self-proclaimed white man, he had never truly understood the hype around fried chicken. However, after taking his first bite, he was blown away, saying that he might just become a believer. The moment went viral, with fans enjoying Strickland's candid and comedic take on the experience. It's rare to see Strickland in such a lighthearted moment, as he is usually making headlines for his controversial takes and intense fight preparations. Strickland also gave an update on his recovery from a broken nose, revealing that he is finally back to sparring and training. He described the first day back as painful but rewarding, as he finally feels like he has a purpose again. Strickland's return to training signals that he is gearing up for his next fight, though his next opponent has yet to be confirmed. Given his reputation for taking on tough fights, fans can expect Strickland to step back into the octagon soon, likely against a high-ranked contender.
Right now.
You know what it is? At some point, we all lose. Do I beat the South African? Yes. I think I beat him. I think I knock him out. I think I bring him in deep water. But at some point, we all lose, And you could be like Izzy, laying in a bathtub of flower petals, and you could have an entourage and people.
Vakhitov turns down UFC. Another major story in the MMA world involves Artem Vakhitov, a former two-time Glory kickboxing light heavyweight champion, who has decided against making his UFC debut. Despite earning a contract after a first-round knockout win on Dana White's Contender Series, Vakhitov ultimately rejected the deal due to financial disagreements. During an interview with Ariel Helwani, Vakhitov explained that the UFC's standard contract did not meet his expectations, especially given his experience and accolades in kickboxing. Instead, he chose to return to Glory Kickboxing, where he was offered a high-profile fight with a chance to become a double champion. The decision has sparked debates about fighter pay and whether elite strikers from other promotions are fairly compensated when transitioning to the UFC. In one of the most controversial stories of the week,
интересно, я думаю, всем понравился поединок, и все-таки забрали мы пояс домой к себе, в Россию домой.
Thank you very much, first of all, to team of the Pereira. Very big respect. It was two very tough fights, but we are very glad.
UFC flyweight Jeff Molina has been handed a 3-year suspension by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for his involvement in a betting scandal. Molina failed to disclose a teammate's injury before placing a significant bet on the fight. The incident, dating back to 2022, led to his suspension, which will last until November 5, 2025. What makes this case even more controversial is Molina's connection to James Krause, a coach currently under FBI investigation for multiple betting-related scandals. Krause has been accused of influencing fighters and betting on fights with insider knowledge, raising serious concerns about integrity in the sport. Molina has since defended himself, stating that his wagers were not as significant as they were made out to be. He took to X, formerly Twitter, to explain that he bet on the entire card, something he did regularly to make extra money. He insisted that his largest bet was less than $500 and that he had no intention of fixing fights. However, he admitted that he continued to place bets after receiving an email from the UFC instructing fighters to stop betting. Molina called the 3-year suspension excessive, especially when compared to the leniency shown to fighters like Conor McGregor, who openly places bets on fights. Some fans have argued that Molina should have received a lifetime ban, while others believe the punishment was fair. As always, the MMA world is full of drama, rivalries, and unexpected twists. Whether it's fighters calling each other out...
Man, who would have thunk it that, like, in 2022, people are still, like, not... Bro, like, honestly, it's not even about being an ally. I'm not saying I'm not, but it's like, just be a decent, like, just be a decent human being. And
controversies unfolding or lighthearted moments like Strickland's Popeyes experience, the sport never fails to keep fans entertained. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like this video, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more MMA updates. Check out one of the suggested videos that YouTube recommends on your screen right now. You won't want to miss it. See you on the next one.